Hello, seekers of ancient wisdom. I offer my deepest gratitude to my revered Guru, whose guidance illuminates every step of my path, and to the Mother Divine, the eternal source of grace and knowledge, who inspires every heartbeat. Today, we embark on a sacred journey into the profound mysteries of the Shri Suktam, a story of devotion, transformation, and the divine energy that resides within each of us. May their blessings guide our hearts as we explore this timeless wisdom. Our narrative begins with the preserver, Mahavishnu, and his radiant consort, Sri Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity, bestowing a unique task upon two earnest young sages, Chiklita and Kardama. Their sacred mission to invoke the Sri Suktam, a revered hymn considered the very sonic embodiment of the goddess Sri Lakshmi. But this was no ordinary task. The divine being desired that their journey of sadhana, their spiritual practice, would offer far more profound power and insight than mere instantaneous success. This was to be an expedition steeped in responsibility, sincerity, and the spirit of adventure. Instead of the swift passage of divine vehicles, the sages were tasked with an arduous trek to the formidable abode of the Mahayogi Shiva, a great ascetic. Imagine a journey spanning thousands of miles, taking several months, even years, a path designed for deep transformation. Why such a test? The divine being, Sri Vishnu, knew that material well-being, guided by righteous conduct, was essential for progress, and understanding this profound truth was part of their quest. And who was this mysterious destination? The Mahayogi Shiva himself, an enigmatic figure, a rebel, a revolutionary, an ascetic par excellence. Unlike other celestial beings, this great yogi was beyond the desire for power or fame. Millions revered him, from the celestial dwellers of the mountains to the inhabitants of distant lands, drawn by his impartial nature and his willingness to grant refuge to anyone, regardless of their past. The sages Chiklita and Kardama had invoked the second verse of the Sri Suktam in Vaikunta, and which was guided by Sri Vishnu himself. Tamma avaha jatavedu Lakshmi manapagaminim yasyam hiranyam vindeyam kameshwaram purushannaham. O Agni, invoke for me the goddess who will stay by my side and bless me, so I may acquire material wealth of gold, cows, horses, and attendants. After years of unyielding dedication, chanting sacred names, and the initial verses of Sri Suktam, the brothers reached their destination. Picture a majestic landscape where sunlight filters through ancient pines, casting radiant shards of jade-colored light. They scaled the mountain to a flat, stony platform covered by a lion's hide. Here, a sacred fire, a dhuni, smoldered, filling the air with the fragrance of sandalwood. It was on this very platform that the great yogi Shiva would often enter deep meditative states. There, an inverted skull served as his fodder pot, a truly ascetic and humble setting for the supreme practitioner. And there he was, the Mahayogi Shiva, smeared in ash, adorned with sacred beads, his matted locks tied in a bun, and the iconic triple horizontal lines on his forehead. The most striking element, he sat beneath a colossal, ancient banyan tree, a wondrous sight in these high altitudes. Even a serpent coiled around his neck moved as the yogi spoke, asking with a playful smile, "How is my beloved preserver, Srihari?" Chiklita and Kardama were awestruck. They performed full-length prostrations and circumambulated the Mahayogi Shiva. Then Chiklita reached into his bag and with utmost reverence offered a conch. The yogi, Shiva, seeing the conch, gave a hearty laugh. He knew this was the preserver's subtle play, a reminder of the impending task. He understood the sages sought his guidance for the remaining verses of Sri Suktam, the very permission that only the preserver had granted him to bestow. The yogi, Shiva, then relaxed his posture, put his legs down, and summoned the sages closer. He whispered a mantra into their ears, instructing them to find a cave at the base of the mountain. Park yourselves there and chant this verse in your mind every day, all the time, he commanded, specifying 3 muhurta, 3 48 minutes period, each day. He then revealed the third verse of the Srisuktam. Ashwapurvam Rathamadhyam Hastinada Prabodhinim Shriyam Devi Mabhavai Shrirma Devi Jishodam. I invoke Shri, the resplendent Mother Divine, who is the goddess of prosperity, most gloriously accompanied by a retinue of horses in the front, chariots in the middle, and whose arrival is announced by the trumpeting of elephants. May she come and bless me. Come back to me after 3 summers have passed, and my attendants will provide you food once a day, Shiva said. The sages bowed, filled with renewed purpose, and began their intense invocation of these verses, experiencing the bliss of awakened mantras. 3 long summers later, the sages, having diligently followed Shiva's instructions, returned to his presence. Shiva began to reveal the deeper meaning of their practice. He spoke of the churning of the ocean, how a celestial horse emerged, representing the chariot, the lifelong pursuit of carrying oneself across the turbulent waters of existence. This cosmic metaphor was now coming alive within the sages' hearts. Shiva explained that the entire churning of the ocean is every living entity's inner struggle, the battle between celestial beings and their adversaries. He clarified, is the internal conflict of the mind. The entire process of awakening, the great inner churning, and the final triumph in this battle, he declared, is contained within the third verse of Sri Suktam. He also unveiled that there were 53 hidden mantras within the full hymn, each capable of achieving the extraordinary. Hearing this esoteric meaning from the Supreme Teacher had a profoundly different impact on the 2 brothers. For Kardama, the impact was so deep that he was transformed into an exceptional ascetic, completely immersed in devotion. He stated calmly, I am perfectly okay with the Mother Goddess being formless, experiencing an unshakable equanimity. But for Chiklita, the same profound revelation brought distress. He was suffering from anxiety and the pangs of separation, heartbroken that he had lost his mother. Chiklita, perplexed, pleaded with the Mahayogi Shiva, It baffles me, O Great One. Nothing is hidden from you. We both emerged at the same time, chanted the same verses. I even invoked the first one on my own. We practiced the same routine, but Kardama has found supreme devotion and detachment in his heart, while I am heartbroken that I have lost my mother. How come? Why? This was a genuine question born from a spiritual dilemma. Shiva gently smiled. He then said, Remember, I asked you what you could give me in return, and you had replied, anything. Both sages nodded. Then Shiva revealed the ultimate truth. Well, you have no mother goddess to go back to. I need you to give up your attachment as your offering. He explained that they had realized the Ananga, the formless, vital energy aspect of the goddess. She lives within them. He clarified that the third verse is about 2 things that are formless, samriddhi, prosperity, and kama, desire. These cannot be held, touched, or felt, yet physical objects and signs may indicate their presence. The goddess, in her deepest essence, is not just the bringer of material wealth, but the very divine energy of desire and fulfillment itself. Chiklita's sorrow, Kardama's bliss, both were part of the yogi's profound teaching. He didn't discriminate, he simply facilitated the internal journey. Chiklita's attachment to the idea of a mother was his final hurdle, while Kardama had achieved detachment, understanding the divine feminine as the cosmic energy within, not merely an external figure. And so, Chiklita and Kardama, though experiencing different paths to enlightenment, both received the profound wisdom of the Mahayogi Shiva. Their journey teaches us that true devotion isn't about blind adherence, but about a sincere, transformative experience. The goddess, the bringer of prosperity, is not just about external riches, but the awakening of internal potential, the blossoming of consciousness itself. I extend my heartfelt thanks to my Guru and the Mother Divine for guiding me to share this profound wisdom with all of you. What lessons do you draw from this incredible tale? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more journeys into the ancient wisdom. Until next time, may your inner journey lead you to profound awakening